242 people walked into a nightclub in Brazil. Less than 7 minutes later, most of them were trapped inside. They weren't in a war zone. They weren't in a disaster area. They were at a party. And what happened next would change Brazil forever. It was supposed to be just another night of celebration. Music, lights, a university, party filled with young people. Over 1,000 people packed the space. No one thought it would turn into a tragedy. Not yet. But the building was already unsafe long before that night. At around 2:30 a.m., the band on stage triggered a pyrotechnic effect. A spark was released into the air. It reached the ceiling. And in that moment, everything changed. The ceiling wasn't just decoration. It was made of flammable acoustic foam. Within seconds, it ignited. The fire spread fast. But the fire was not the main killer. It was the smoke. Thick, black, toxic. It filled the room within seconds. People didn't immediately understand what was happening. At first, they thought it was a small accident. Something controllable. Then the lights went out. And panic began to spread. People ran toward the exits. But there was a problem. Only one exit could handle the crowd. One exit for over 1,000 people. Some ran toward bathrooms, thinking it was an escape. It wasn't. It became a trap. Others fell as the crowd pushed forward, trampled, disoriented, unable to breathe. The smoke entered their lungs in seconds. Most victims never reached the fire. They died from suffocation. The air itself became deadly. Burning foam released toxic gas. Invisible, silent, fast. Outside, families started arriving. Phones rang with no answers. Reality began to spread slowly. Inside, rescue was already too late for many. Firefighters arrived quickly. But the building was no longer a nightclub. It was a mass casualty scene. What followed was an investigation. A chain of failures was uncovered. Cheap materials were used. Safety rules were ignored. Inspections failed. Warnings were dismissed. Everything pointing to the same outcome. A preventable tragedy. Then came the legal question. Was this negligence? Or was it acceptance of risk? In law, this difference is everything. Years passed before the trial. Four people were convicted. Not for wanton death, but for accepting that it could happen. Appeals followed. Reversals, restorations, legal battles. The case moved for years through the system. After the tragedy, laws changed in Brazil. Stricter safety rules were created. New inspection standards enforced. But for families, time never moved forward. It stayed frozen in that night. At 2:30 a.m., everything changed forever. A spark, a ceiling, a toxic smoke. And 242 lives that never came home. The question remains. And could it happen again?